mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to. Huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
For the continued coverage of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Today's games nga ay 9 games in total dito sa Antipolo. Tapos na tayo sa first 3 games. Dito na tayo sa second 3, which is Leyte kontra Parañaque, and later on the Antipolo home team kontra Batangas. Good afternoon na, ladies and gentlemen. Jan Ocampo, kasama ko pa rin Renzo Navarro and Andrea Veloso, our courtside reporter partner. Good afternoon sa iyo. And syempre, game number 4 natin, Leyte kontra Parañaque.
Good afternoon sa iyo, John, and good afternoon pa rin sa lahat ng nanonood ng Junior MPBL. I'm always very excited to cover and see ang mga team ni Coach Mark Lopez.
Yes.
So ito, MLO basketball right now.
Tingnan natin ang ating 14 and under division naman. Balik tayo dito sa mga bunso. Leyte kontra Parañaque. Currently, game number 4 na ito ng Leyte. But talking about their last game, they lost kontra San Pedro just by 1 point, 77-78.
Masakit na pagkatalo ito ng Leyte. Losing by just 1 point. Like what you said, lamang pa sila sa field goals. They made 30 field goals out of 84 tries. Pero dito sa free throw, medyo nag-struggle sila, only 52%. 10 out of 19. They scored 38 points in the paint, 12 fast break points para sa Leyte.
Well, we're about to see kung makakabawi nga ba ang Leyte sa kanilang pagkatalo in their last outing. Puntahan naman natin itong Parañaque MLO basketball, who won in their last outing kontra Batangas, 66-60 points, 3-0 standing.
Yeah, that was a close game as well for MLO, 66-60. 52 rebounds in that game, 21 steals. Yan yung signature ng MLO basketball. 18 turnovers ang nakomit nila, but they were able to force 32 against Batangas. They were able to score as well 32 points out of their turnovers, 42 points in the paint for MLO basketball.
Huwag na natin patagalin pa. Bigyan natin ito kay Gio Cruz for the starting 5.
MLO basketball. Now let us meet the starters first. for latest Surhomes JG Elite. Starting guard number 19, Nico Gatpanpan. Also at guard number 4, Mark Ruse. At forward number 8, Tariq Fajardo. Other forward number 2, Kurt Amaba. And at center number 3, John Vidal. The head coach is Joel Gragasin. Assisted by Mike Solas, Lando Magdasal. Team manager is Joel Gragasin. And now let us meet the starters for Paranaque MLO Basketball. Starting guard number 9, Enzo Araneta. To guard number 30, Zach Agustin. At forward number 22, Liam Osorio. At forward number 24, Caleb De Los Angeles. And at center number 16, Liam Santos. The head coach is Mark Lopez. Assisted by Jomar Paulino, Julius Wong, Erwin Tolentino, and Noel Engel.
Alright, starting 5 muna tayo for latest Surhomes JG Elite. We got Ruz, Gatpandan, Amaba, Fajardo, and Vidal. For the MLO Basketball of Paranaque, we got Araneta, Agustin, De Los Angeles, Osorio, and Santos. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Kasama ko ulit si Renzo Navarro and Andrea Veloso. This is John Ocampo, bringing you the action live here in Antipolo Sports Hub. We are about to begin the second group nitong ating 9 games late today, this Sunday afternoon in Antipolo. And kabang-abang matchup na ito, no? Carried over yung momentum na naramdaman natin during our third game, San Pedro and Muntinlupa, where Muntinlupa, the underdog, won. Now, Leyte lost in their last outing 1-2. Paranaque 3-0. We're about to find out kung sino ang aabante today. Official tip-off, mapupunta dito sa side ng Leyte ang unang ball possession.
We want to see Leyte more aggressive in this game. Of course, with their 1-2 standings, obviously they're struggling. Habang itong MLO Basketball, we need to see consistency in their game. No? 3-0 na yan. Obviously, nag-work yung mga ginagawa nila. But, it's still early in the season, so kailangan mag-improve pa sila.
Exactly. More room for improvement dahil nga sila din yung bunso ng kanilang koponan. But early points para dito kay Santos of Paranaque MLO Basketball.
That was a nice pass. Big-to-big passing. Pakaganda ng play natin.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Another quarter scene sealer coming from Chef's Magic. And now 5-0 run for Paranaque. None yet. For Leyte, they're about to find out or find the bottom of that net for this ball possession. He fires for 3. Itong si number 3, just a bit too strong for John Vidal. Leyte Surhomes pa rin ang bola. Turnaround jumper, wala pa rin. Santos, the big guy, will secure the defensive rebound.
Yeah, two opportunities right there for Leyte. still coming up empty. Credit the defense of MLO Basketball protecting that shaded area very well.
Oh, partner, hearing the crowd. Mukhang maraming fans ang MLO Basketball
Lagi yan.
in the 14 and under division, although they just missed that 3-point attempt. 2 minutes has gone by the first quarter. But taking too many steps is Leyte.
Yeah, it's gonna be another stop para dito sa MLO Basketball. So far, maganda yung kanilang ginagawa.
Let's start this over for now kay Andrea for some courtside report. Pero sige, tingnan muna natin kung ano nga ba nangyari dito sa Leyte as we saw a basket and one.
Finally getting on the scoreboard. Itong Leyte, we're gonna see that one more time. Was it? Yeah, that's Kurt Amaba getting the basket, lost the contact, and that foul counted is brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness.
And he completes the 3-point play. MLO Basketball up by 2 points. Another big to big as you mentioned, and Santos gets another 2 points.
Oh, and that was another great pass by Osorio to his other big man, itong si Liam Santos. Kanina pa natin nakikita yung big to big passing na yan. And when you have a big guy like Osorio who's a willing passer and has that guts that to pass that ball with a lot of English, talagang napakalaking weapon yan.
And ang kinagandahan pa dito sa connection ni Osorio and tawag dito Santos. Oh, but before I continue with my point, nagkaroon ng technical call against Leyte Shore Homes JJ Elite head coach, si Coach Joel Gragasin. So now shooting for technical free throw. Although he missed itong si Zachary Agustin. Pero yun nga, no? Going back to my point earlier, itong dalawang big guy ng MLO Basketball, yung isa napakalapad itong si Santos. Yung isa naman very athletic and agile big man, si Osorio.
Oh, and again, ito si Osorio, whenever he gets that ball, he's looking to pass. Yun yung magandang aspect sa laro niya. So pag nasa gitna siya ng 2-3 zone ng Leyte, kapag nakuha niya yung bola, magko-collapse yung 2-3 zone eh. And again, he's a willing passer. So nakikita niya agad kung sino yung pwede niyang pasahan. Nakikita niya lahat ng options.
Ang laking playmaker nito ni Osorio. But on the other hand, speaking of malaki, another big guy is Nico Gatpandan ng Leyte. But the possession will go back to the MLO Basketball. And right now, we already have Andrea. Andrea, what do we have?
Coach Mark Lopez's goal in the MLO Basketball Club is for his players to gain exposure and experience, and that goal recently became a success. His key players, Cyrus Demate, recently committed to Arellano, Ethan Suangco, and Sander Dulfo in San Beda, and Liam Osorio for National University. Coach Mark is nothing but proud, but of course the players' availability will change. His main guard, Cyrus Demate, is currently unavailable today, so Coach Mark emphasized yung magiging role to fill in nitong ni Enzo Araneta na medyo ninenervyos daw today. But knowing his big role today, Enzo prepared the past 3 weeks, focusing on his extra work and improving his court vision. And a basket from Enzo. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. So a lot of the key players for Parañaque was highlighted. Demate, a familiar player, was not around pala, no? But Osorio, the guy that we were highlighting earlier, the big guy, meron na mapuntahan isang magandang universidad.
And that's the blueprint na meron ito si Coach Mark Lopez, and I really appreciate the approach of Coach Mark na binuo niya tong team na to not for his own success Talagang binuo niya para magkaroon ng platform, magkaroon ng opportunities yung mga batang ito.
Well, ang kanyang pride and success ay nasa success ng kabataan na ito. Who wouldn't be proud if your players were scouted for universities to continue their career? And yun naman yung actually purpose ng Junior MPBL. Hindi lang dito nagtatapos. Actually, ito ang simula ng kanilang magandang karera.
Oo naman. And itong mga players na to ng MLO Basketball, I can definitely say na they're in good hands. Itong si Coach Mark Lopez, I know him personally. Napanood ko pa siya nung player siya. Napakagaling na player nito.
Katulad ng aking partner ngayon. Napakagaling na player nito. But Parañaque, 11 against 6 of Leyte. 5-point lead as Liam Santos missed the first free throw. Kaya pala maganda yung connection. Parehong Liam. Spelling lang, nagkaiba. Additional E, kaya Osorio.
Nakita mo pa yun, no?
Oo, na-o-ok pa ako dun. Pero ito, Liam Santos gets the second free throw in, extending the lead to 6 points. Evading the defense of the red or the maroon shirts. Itong si number 10, Yuan Sesma of Leyte. Yun nga lang, siya ang natawagan. That was supposed to be a loose ball. Nandong babawiin niya. Nagkaroon ng foul on his end.
And that's gonna be another turnover on the side of Leyte. Meron naman chance itong MLO Basketball to extend the lead, although itong si Santos will miss. Actually, that was Osorio who missed. Santos was the one who got the rebound.
6 seconds on their shot clock. Yun nga lang, traveling violation for another big guy. Itong si Driz, yung sinasabi mo kanina partner sa akin, si Rain Driz of Parañaque MLO Basketball.
Very familiar with this guy. I'm very impressed with the skill level of this kid.
How about adding another big man sa lineup ng MLO Basketball? But speaking of big, they're not slow.
Yeah.
Oh, and how about that quick steal by number 93? He goes coast to coast but rejected by number 20. Talking about Calix David, a familiar player for Leyte.
Yeah. And, making up for that turnover.
Let's take a look at this once again. Medyo hindi siya napatingin dun sa side mirror ng maigi. He still attempted, kaso nga lang, huge rejection para kay Calix David against Ethan Suangco.
Oh, and Suangco was worried about that chase down block, kaya natuluyan eh.
Doon napunta yung atensyon niya.
Oo, kaya natuluyan yung supalpal. Instead of focusing on his shot, medyo iniisip niya pa yung supalpal.
Oh, Reindres almost getting the basket. Yun nga lang, in and out situation and makukuha ng Sure Homes JG Elite itong bola.
Oo. Another guy that came in, another big guy, itong si Dulfo. Sander Dulfo. And I believe itong si Driz and Dulfo has been in this program for a while now. I think doon ko sila nakita eh, kaya very familiar itong dalawa sa akin.
And partner, these are 14 and under division players na parang mukhang ready na sa 16.
Oo naman, kitang-kita natin yung kanilang physique and the way they play. Again, bata nga ni Coach Mark Lopez eh.
During the warm-ups nga eh, napadalawang isip ako kung anong division yung next na i-cover natin. Until I look doon sa lineup. So 14 nga pala. Eto na si Sander Dulfo, attacks the baseline, hindi nga lang papasok yan. The putback is good for Sander Dulfo again.
He just wanted an extra rebound.
Dagdag stats pa pala kay Dulfo ito. Pero ito, Leyte Sure Homes naman ang aatake. They have a good eye and intention on their setup plays earlier. Yun nga lang, fourth shot para dito kay Calix David. Balik sa Parañaque ang bola. Reindres gets rejected by Parin and David. But Suangco, will he secure it back? He just turned it over to Leyte.
Yeah, itong si David, no? Getting another block. Now, this time against Reindres. Not an easy thing to do, pero itong si David protecting the rim very well.
Another foul called sa side ng Parañaque, and I believe this time it's Suangco. Yeah. So walayo pa naman sa foul trouble ang parehong koponan. Under 3 minutes remaining. 14 and 6 lamang ang Parañaque. Bola ng Leyte, but they will lose possession. Although lucky break for them. Last touch dyan si Reindres. Balik sa Leyte ang bola.
Yeah, would have been an easy basket for Alfred Garcia. Pero si Reindres nakarecover pa dun.
Just just right effort by Reindres to stop the attack. But ito, Reindres on the attack, and this time he will not be denied.
Well, again, you can get a block against Reindres, but the next time he's gonna make sure na 2 points na yan.
Para may pakagat-labi pa si Reindres, and revenge yung nangyari against Calix David dahil he got rejected earlier, and eto yun, no? we see there. Pero si Calix David mid-air, nagbago na isip niya to avoid the foul. A possible and one opportunity.
Yeah, what Reinders did is he stayed on top of David. Parang inuna niya na yung katawan niya kay David para ma-off balance na for that block attempt.
But this time, 8-second violation na naitawag. Ethan Swanko was heavily guarded in the backcourt and nahirapan siyang itawid.
Yun din yung magandang ginagawa ng Leyte right now. The way they defend the ball handlers of MLO basketball. Medyo nagkakaproblema lang sila on the offensive side, pero sa depensa hindi naman nakukulangan ng energy.
Just like that, 2 minutes remaining in our first quarter and angat dito ng 10 ang Parañaque. Bola ng Leyte. They had a switch of players here. Sa panig ng Leyte. Mid-range jumper won't go. Was that a foul against Suanco again?
It is. I think it's the second foul, no? On the rebounding battle. Kitang-kita yung tulak niya. Nag-extend din siya ng kanyang arms. Kaya
And
siya
ito,
natawagan.
ipapahinga muna siya ni Coach Mark. And itong si Araneta. Another familiar player for Parañaque. But that was a good basket for Leyte by Gran Caudilla.
Short jumper for Caudilla, badly needed. Kasi nga, sabi ko kanina, they're struggling offensively. Finally, nakakuha sila ng basket and they were able to stop it of si Reindres.
Araneta almost stealing that ball against number 20, David. Way off the mark. Pasa pala yun. Napabuti pa para kay Gran Caudilla for the back-to-back scores.
Back-to-back baskets for Caudilla. Bumagsak na lang sa kanya yung bola. Being at the right place at the right time.
Yun yung mga hindi mo na kailangan pag-isipang oportunidad eh.
Ano ang maganda sa kanya doon? Diniretso niya na pataas eh. Hindi niya na binaba, hindi niya na drenable. Ito namang si Dulfo. Another big guy around 6'3", 6'4" for MLO basketball that can handle that leather.
6'3", 6'4" kamo partner in the 14 and under division.
Yeah, he's around that. Maybe 6'3", I don't know. Pero ang laki niya dito.
So 14 and under naglalaro partner. Imagine the future of this kid.
Yeah, and he can handle the ball really well. And again, paulit-ulit natin sabihin. Si Coach Mark Lopez yung coach niya.
Oo. Oh, Sesma using the body against Araneta and gets the finish.
Itong Leyte. Palapit na ng palapit dito sa MLO basketball. But they're starting on defense. They're forcing a lot of turnovers on the side of MLO. Although, nakakakuha ng madaling basket dito si Charles Panaligan after breaking that press.
Keeping Leyte at bay itong MLO basketball. And unforced turnover para dito kay Garcia and Sesma.
Yeah.
Pero let's take a look at this replay, that beautiful shot. Araneta and a lot of ball movement ended to the Charles Panaligan with that easy basket. Oh. But we got a player on the floor. This is Alfred Garcia. I'm not sure if it's a good idea that he wanted to stand up right away. I'm not sure kung anong contact yung nangyari. So he wanted to be helped up. I wasn't able to see kung anong naging contact against Alfred Garcia and who made the contact.
Well, it was Reindres attacking, and then I saw a little bit of warding off with the right hand of Reindres, but there it is. I think he hit his head on the knees of was it Dulfo or?
And that was Dres right there, and yung mga nakapuntos doon. I think it was not sure if it was De La Rosa, pero ito. Continue tayo sa action, and I hope it's something serious for Garcia, and hope to see him back soon. Pero yun na nga, naubos ang oras natin sa first quarter. 22-12, 10-point lead for Parañaque MLO basketball.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
What we see here on our screen is Garcia being attended to by our medical team. And sabi nga natin, partner, I hope it's nothing serious. Kumbaga, it's something that he can shake off easily.
Yeah,
Kasi it was a bad fall, to be honest.
it was. Medyo ano rin yung part na yun ng ulo eh. Yung sa likod, pag yan yung tinamaan, medyo may magiging effect talaga na hindi natin gusto. Although sana, nothing serious nga.
Kasi kita natin kanina, gusto niyang tumayo, pero hindi niya pa kaya eh. So sabi ko nga, it might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Though he wanted to be helped up immediately. Pero yun nga, good thing that he's being assisted too by our medical team. Almost a steal by Driz. Bola ng Leyte. Oh, they lose the ball possession and now on the rush is number 17. De La Rosa. 3 against 1 in the shade. Oh, advanced pass to Rain Driz and he makes it count.
De La Rosa almost losing the ball up against 3 white shirts, but still manages to get that ball to Rain Driz for that basket.
Let's take a look at our pound-for-pound fitness foul counted play. How about that pass from De La Rosa? Finding Rain Driz and now shooting for the bonus. He completes the 3-point play.
What about De La Rosa? Under a lot of pressure, but still manages to make the right decision.
Yan ang daming dinaan ng player nun.
Oh,
Let's see. Late na naman, but they lost another opportunity here. Rain Driz on the rush. Goes for the easy layup.
another De La Rosa to Driz connection.
Bola na naman ng Sure Homes JG Elite. Oh, Rain Driz, quick hands. How about Sander Dulfo this time? And there will be a timeout on the side of latest Sure Homes JG Elite.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko.
Seeing here is our crowd for MLO basketball. Easy to identify ang ating crowd wearing their brand, their team. Rather, and of course, meron din naman tayo for our latest Sure Homes JG Elite. And ito si Ma'am, aware na aware siya sa ating fan cam. On the other end, that was a missed attempt.
Yeah, sorry,
Para
miss.
dito kay Siete, kay Francisco.
Sorry, miss for late. No? That was one of the rare times na na-break nila yung press ng MLO basketball, pero hindi sila makaka-convert.
Yun nga lang, Sander Dulfo extending his arm to
Yeah.
defend. Lumampas sa allowable na spot.
Oo, tsaka yung depensa naka-establish na sa harap niya. Siya yung
Oo.
bumangga.
Bola ng Leyte. Let's see what they can do with this ball possession. Malaki-laki na hinahabol nila dito, but we have a report for Andrea. So bigay muna natin to kay Andrea.
Just an update on Alfred Garcia. He hit his head on the floor a while ago. So far, there's no lump nor dizziness. But nakakaramdam daw siya ng pagkaduling. Kaya according to the medic, under observation pa siya. At hindi pa siya pwedeng makabalik sa laro. Gentlemen.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea, for the update. Pero yun na nga, hoping for the best for this young player, kay Alfred Garcia. And hopefully, pahinga lang ang kailangan yan. Makabalik siya in this quarter or third quarter. Meron pa tayong marami-raming oras para
Oo.
dito.
And he's also wearing goggles already. So, baka meron na rin siyang talaga sa mata. And, again, we hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah,
We never want to see anyone get hurt.
exactly. Pero ito, looking at this replay for the Crown Hoop Fitness foul, counted play. Arkin Castañeda making something happen despite the contact behind.
Itong Leyte trying to cut the lead down, although itong si Castañeda will miss on the bonus.
15-point lead para sa MLO Basketball. Oh. Montemayor natawagan ng traveling.
Sobrahan lang yata ng,
Oo.
ng 3.
Pero ito, 7.5 remaining in our second quarter. And another turnover for the latest Shurhoms JG Elite.
Oo, yun yung nagiging problema nila early on. Eh, no? Medyo nagkakaroon sila ng problems dun sa pagtawid ng bola.
Well, syempre, gotta give credit to the defense of the MLO Basketball.
Of course.
Yeah, itong si number 42, si Ryan pa rin, had to secure his shoelace. Pero ito, diretso na tayo sa aksyon. MLO Basketball na naman ang atake. Montemayor, double teamed. Parin thought he got it clean, kaso nga lang. Extra contact.
Yeah, and this is the second time they went to Montemayor on the post. I think itong si Coach Mark really wants him to learn from that area, to dominate in that area.
Well, a great opportunity for Parañaque, no, na mabigyan nila ng playing time and exposure tong si Montemayor para magkaroon ng mas magandang experience.
Yeah.
As you mentioned kanina.
This is a comfortable lead for them, so they have the luxury to do that.
Hitting the back of the rim. Defensive rebound itong si Thirdy Alcantara. Late naman ang atake. 3 minutes has gone by in the second quarter and meron tayong 10 seconds on our shot clock. Leyte has to make it work. Although heavily guarded, they keep the ball possession. 3 seconds remaining. Oh, I'm not sure if it's a good foul knowing that the clock is winding down against Leyte.
Itong MLO Basketball bailing itong Leyte out of that situation. Wala nang mapupuntahan yung offense nila dun, but at the last second, giving up a foul.
Well, traveling violation. This is getting unfortunate for the latest squad. Ano? Multiple attempts, multiple ball possession. Kaso nga lang, multiple turnovers din ang nangyayari.
They couldn't take advantage of those opportunities.
And especially, this is their chance to inch a bit closer to Parañaque, but Montemayor scores.
And finally, ito si Montemayor will get his first field goal, coming off that assist by Osorio. Once again, that big-to-big passing. Itong si Osorio is looking to pass.
How about the hustle play by Montemayor, no? From offense straight to defense. And pansin ko, partner, no, yung pagiging identical ng height nila Montemayor, ni Driz, ni De La Rosa. So I think 4 or 5 guys ang identical. What a luxury for Coach Mark.
Yeah. Mayroong konting stoppage dito. I think there were 6 players on the court at the same time. Buti hindi matatawagan ng technical foul. Itong
Was there 6 players?
Oo, si Parin na late ng labas.
So nasa loob pa rin.
Oo.
Pero ito, tuloy tayo sa action. Limahan lang tayo. Kumbaga sa jeep, shaman. Oh, how about that floater at the baseline? Caudillo once again for Leyte.
6 points for this guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, great steal by Hernandez. Leyte on the attack once again, but a bad pass. Makukuha yan ni Montemayor.
That was telegraphed. Montemayor was there playing the passing lanes very well.
And pinasok na si Osorio. Pabalik. Tiongson. Appearing first time here in the second quarter. Emlo basketball, 6 seconds. Na libre. What a beautiful find to Montemayor.
What a sequence for MLO basketball. Under heavy pressure, almost losing the ball a couple of times, pero in the end, Montemayor was able to get a basket. But on the other end, it's Gran Caudilla now shooting from the outside.
Well, Gran Caudilla making it grand for Leyte. Pero on the other end, I think natawagan siya ng foul dito against Osorio. He's a good matchup against these guys, the bigs of MLO basketball as well as Gat Pandan. Meron din silang bigs, kailangan lang nila capitalize yan. Pero ito, Osorio, with that replay, kita natin na libre siya. Gran Caudilla, what a way to respond. But while we're at it, itong si Liam Osorio, shooting 2 free throws, gets the first one in.
Yeah, but earlier we also saw yung setup job nito ni Martinez. Was able to attract 3 defenders before dropping it off to Montemayor.
Oh, and there was a whistle. Too aggressive on the stop. Etong si Martinez. And nakakolekta ka agad siya ng 2 foul doon dito sa ating second quarter. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to shoot that early. Plenty of time in the shot clock, but nakuha pabalikan ng MLO basketball. Cross pass to Chongson. Finds Martinez. He had to fake. Oh, rejected by Gran Caudilla, but the bigger guy secures the rebound. Just couldn't finish. Tong si Santos. Tunog. Kinuha yan against Osorio. Late na naman ang atake. That baseline attack. No conversion, but there will be a foul against Kurt Amaba. He will take a trip to the line.
That was a great sequence para dito sa Leyte. They were able to stop itong MLO basketball. 2 chances noon for both Liam Santos and Liam Osorio. Parehong denied ng Leyte now. Attacking hard to the basket is Kurt Amaba getting 2 shots. He was able to make the first one.
On to his second. He goes 2 for 2. Much needed points para sa Leyte Sure Homes JG Elite. With under 4 minutes remaining in our second quarter. 35-21. Lamang dito ng 14 ang Parañaque. Napunta kay Coach Mark ang bola, and that's not where they want to go.
That was a rare turnover by Osorio. Didn't really know where he's passing. Merong 2 guys dun sa area, pero sa gitna nila tumalbog yung bola.
3.5 remaining in our second quarter. 14 puntos ang hinahabol dito ng Leyte. Kurt Amaba. Hernandez thought about the 3. Has to get closer. How about the attempt of the smaller defender Chongson? And makukuha nila ang ball possession.
So missed opportunity once again. That time it was number 66 for Leyte. That was Hernandez. Meron ng 2 nakabantay sa kanya. Pero pinilit niya pang medyo ilalim. Although kung nakalusot siya nun, it would open up things for him. But yeah, natawagan. But itong MLO basketball will turn the ball over. That was Lucido.
Taking some extra steps. Itong si Lucido, and immediately turns the ball back to Leyte. Now this is their chance to score. Kurt Amaba has the leather. Little bump off. Number 1 secures itong si Aaron Tunog. Heavily contested on the baseline. Itong si number 19. Itong si Nico Gatpandan of Leyte. Sabi nga natin kanina, they're racking up turnovers. Parehong koponan. But still at 14-point advantage is Parañaque. And immediately stealing that ball is Leyte.
And itong Leyte, they're forcing a lot of turnovers on the side of MLO, but they need to convert on those mistakes.
Hernandez misfires at the 3-point line. And what's amazing partner with the MLO basketball, despite Leyte grabbing a lot of ball possession from the turnovers of Parañaque. Yung heavy defense naman ng Parañaque in the shade, hindi talaga makapenetrate basta-basta itong Leyte.
Oh, hindi sila tumitigil eh. Whenever they commit mistakes, binabawi lang agad nila eh. And itong si Liam Osorio, once again, will get another basket on that shaded area.
Oh, Tunog almost loses that ball. Balik kay Amaba ang bola. Well, Amaba really loves the contact against the maroon shirts, ano? And he will get the foul, pero yun nga. That will not count. Oh, at a penalty situation na pala itong MLO basketball. Now he has a chance for 2 free throws.
But again, what Leyte is doing is, they're attacking that part of the court, that shaded area. They're attacking even with 2 guys in front of them.
Yeah.
Medyo pinipilit nila. And I'm, like what I said earlier, 50-50. It could go either way. Pag nakalusot sila, merong opportunity for them. Pero pag naipit naman sila doon, it's gonna be a turnover.
Which is what's really happening, ano, yung maiipit sila.
Most of the time, yun yung nangyayari.
Well, dalawa lang din naman ang sitwasyon doon sa part na yun, partner, ano? Either they get a foul or gets the ball taken away from them.
Oo.
Tingnan natin if they can find a way to penetrate the defense of the MLO basketball. Eto, Sure Homes JG Elite. Oh, anticipated pass. Takbo dito ang Parañaque. Difficult layup pero makakakuha siya dyan ng foul. Itong si Marcus Lucido.
And that's how quick itong MLO basketball transitions from defense to offense. After getting that stop, nakita mo lahat ng wing guys nila tumatakbo na sa gilid. They're big guys running down in the middle. So even dun sa pagtakbo nila in transition, may mga pwesto sila eh.
15-point lead, 37-22 is our score. A minute and a half remaining in the second quarter. Shooting for 2 is Lucido. He gets it in. Itong kanyang free throw. Balik dito sa Leyte ang ball possession. Oh, quickly runs to the other side. Yun nga lang, they lost the ball on their front court, talking about Aero Tunog.
Liam Santos was there to protect the rim. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, even with the defender in front of them, talagang tinutuloy-tuloy nila eh. But that time, itong si Kurt Amaba, makakakuha ng foul. And another trip to the free throw line.
Well, what did we say about this guy, Kurt Amaba? He loves the contact. Either he gets the basket and one, or the least that he can get is 2 free throws.
He doesn't just love the contact, man. He's the one initiating it. Siya yung naghahanap eh.
And syempre, no, makikita ng MLO basketball na may nagtatry mag-penetrate. They will collapse their defense, pero Amaba inching a bit closer with free throws.
That's gonna be another turnover for MLO basketball. Medyo uncharacteristic yan. They were able to score 38 points in just the first half with 1 minute left. Pero itong dulong part, medyo nagta-turnover sila talaga.
Well, siguro given the fact that different lineup ito.
Yeah.
And yun nga yung luxury kay Coach Mark and the players as well, ano, na magkaroon ng switch up. But speaking of, it's Aaron Tunog making something happen for Leyte. And now they're showing a full court press. Kaso nga lang, there was a contact against MLO player. Itong si 24 de Los Angeles.
That's gonna be another turnover. But the previous play, Aaron Tunog making a buzz before the end of the first half. Badly needed for Leyte.
Napaingay si Aaron Tunog, no? Pero meron lang silang 5 seconds dito. Kurt Amaba steps back, long 2-pointer, and it will go in.
And what a way for Leyte to end the first half. They're gonna get another steal right here.
Napasobra lang. That could have been big for Kurt Amaba. Goes back-to-back for Leyte. 11 points na lang ang kanilang hinahabol dito.
Would have been big for his confidence and for his team as well.
Great ball movement, but even better defense by Gatmandan, getting that huge block.
And what about the big men of Leyte protecting the rim?
But there'll be a timeout on the floor, but babalik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Another quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. Balik aksyon tayo dito with 15 seconds remaining in our second quarter. And what a great run by the latest Sure Homes JG Elite squad. Yung nga kaninang missed layup ni Kurt Amaba before the timeout could have brought down the deficit to a single digit. Pero ngayon, bola ng Paranaque just missed on the three-point attempt. 10 seconds remaining. Almost loses the ball. Batak. That jumper won't go. And 2 seconds remaining before the buzzer sounds off in the second quarter. And yeah, bola ito ng Leyte. Itong si J.R. Hernandez will inbound.
We'll see if Leyte can still manufacture a shot right here with 2 seconds left. Kurt Amaba almost getting the basket and not really a good foul on the side of MLO basketball.
And they will have a word with Coach Mark after that. Pero itong si Kurt Amaba will have a trip to the line.
Yeah, they need to review if it's gonna be two
Kung
shots
pasok ba,
or
yeah.
actually if it's 2 shots or 3.
Oh yeah, if it happened right outside the arc.
Yeah. That's what they're clarifying because it obviously was before the buzzer.
Oh, so that's what we have to check here. So our game officials are taking a look at our replay. Before the end of our first half, medyo may cliffhanger pa tayo dito. Pero lamang ng 11 dito ang MLO basketball and ang latest Sure Homes. Sabi nga natin, that burst of attack, malaking tulong para sa Leyte. They were down big time earlier.
Oh, they forced a lot of turnovers and all of a sudden they were converting on those shots that they were missing during the first quarter. Kaya sila nakadikit dito and up until the last second of the first half, they were still able to get something positive. Itong si Kurt Amaba just waiting for the official call, but for sure we'll get free throws.
So, tingnan natin. 38-27. Well, kanina partner, it was all MLO basketball show.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga yung nagpabigay ng gana at buhay dito sa panig ng latest Sure Homes JG Elite. And that's what makes this ball game exciting. Katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, exciting matchup ito dahil itong Paranaque, again, we're gonna say 3-0 ang kanilang standing. So sila yung nasa upper hand dito. And the underdog story, syempre Leyte. And yun na nga, yung kanilang previous game, what happened was a heartbreaking loss against San Pedro.
Aww.
That was just by 1 point. So hindi mo rin masasabi na medyo nagiging downhill itong trip ng Leyte. So that was a close ball game.
I'm sure it was a tough loss for them. I'm sure hanggang ngayon hindi pa nila nakakalimutan yung game na yun, and they learned a lot from that game, and they're clearly applying yung mga natutunan nila in that game dito sa matchup nila against MLO basketball. Again, it was a slow start for them, but nonetheless, they're back in the game.
Oh, so it will be 3 free throws for Kurt Amaba after that review. So let's take a look at this replay. So this is what happened. 2 seconds remaining before the end. And dito nga siya nag-pull up.
Oh, there it is.
So it's really way beyond the arc.
Oh, and the first mistake of was it De Los Angeles?
Yeah, De Los Angeles.
His first mistake was letting Kurt Amaba pass through ball side, sa strong side. Dumaan siya dun sa may kung nasa nag-i-inbound. So it was a clear pass for Kurt Amaba. And the next one is challenging that shot with his left hand. Tumama sa ulo.
Pero ito, si Kurt Amaba, nakakuha ng isang free throw out of 3. Or dalawa rather, 38-29. We're ending the first half. Lamang dito ang MLO Basketball.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino.
We ended the first half with 38-29 with 2 free throws out of 3 with Kurt Amaba. And they ended with just a single-digit deficit, talking about Leyte. It was a great run by Leyte by the end of the second half. I mean the first half rather. Pero yung first part nitong ating ball game, partner, it has all been the MLO Basketball show.
Yeah, MLO started off really strong. They were pressuring heavy, they were making their shots, but yeah, the second and third unit of MLO Basketball went into the game at dun gumawa ng malaking run itong Leyte. In the first half, 10 out of 27 for Leyte, 16 out of 32 for MLO Basketball. 13 assists for MLO, 13 steals as well, 30 points in the paint. Dito naman sa Leyte, 7 assists, 8 steals, 12 points in the paint.
Well, looking at our team stats, yung dominance itong MLO Basketball, 30 as you mentioned. So this has been a great start for MLO Basketball in keeping the lead on their side by 9 points, 38-29 as we enter the second half. Pero yun nga, paulit-ulit kong naha-highlight itong kagandahan ginawa ng Leyte by the end of the second quarter dahil nandun yung sudden boost of confidence nila. And nakakuha sila ng maganda-gandang rhythm, turning the momentum on their side. Although ang magandang ginawa ng MLO Basketball is somehow they're keeping the latest squad at bay.
Yeah, and what's even better with that big run by Leyte towards the end of the first half is bukod dun sa malaking score na nabigay nila on their side, malaki rin yung na-boost nila sa kumpiyansa nila eh.
Oo.
Na parang pumasok sa isip nila na they can compete
Mm.
against these guys despite that huge start by MLO Basketball. Kaya nila makabalik eh.
Actually, yun nga lang yung kailangan nila ma-break, ano? Yung psychological warfare
Yeah.
na heading into this game, realizing who they're going up against. Pero syempre, they also have to realize their capabilities from their last outing. That was a heartbreaking loss. This could be a good comeback.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, para naman sa panig ng Parañaque MLO Basketball, this could be a good streak para sa kanilang pagkapanalo. And Amaba opens up a three-pointer just a bit short.
And I like what Coach Mark is doing right now. Fielding in the same unit na tumapos nung first half. Sinasabi nga natin kanina na itong Leyte doon nag-start, nagkaroon ng malaking run. Pero itong si Coach Mark, hinahayaan niyang ma-figure out ng group na to kung ano yung kailangan nilang gawin.
Well, that shows how big the trust
Yeah.
is nito ni Coach Mark dito sa kanyang players. Dahil hindi niya pinalitan. I was expecting na ibabalik niya yung kanyang first unit who did really well in
Yeah.
the first quarter. But as you mentioned, no, try to figure it out. Pero ito, Leyte. How about this guy, Kurt Amaba, with an early basket and one here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you love the aggressiveness of this guy starting off itong third quarter with a three-pointer, although he missed on that one. But you love the energy, but this time attacking strong to the hole, getting the contact in the basket. And once again, that is brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness.
And of course, he finishes strong. Three-point play. Oh, that attempt will not go for MLO Basketball. Araneta secures it back. Swanko. Oh, what a great find by Liam Santos.
Yeah, missed opportunity right there for Leyte. They were able to get the steal, but they turned the ball over after that.
Bigay muna natin to kay Andrea for some courtside report.
Aside from the referee calls a while ago, no, Leyte coach Joel Gragacian is alarmed how his players are letting the bigs of MLO get the ball. As he put it, dun ang gagaling yung puntos ng kalaban sa mga bigs nila. Kaya huwag nyo hayaan na mapunta basta-basta sa kanila yung bola. So his message is clear for this half. He wants his players to contain the MLO bigs and exert extra effort in taking care as well as getting the ball. Gentlemen,
Thank you so much, Andrea. Well, that's one way to do it. But how about a three-pointer by this guy? Itong si, is that Zach Agustin who made the three-pointer? Yeah, but nevertheless, itong sa Parañaque. Balik sa 11, Kalamangan. And Araneta on the other end, coming from Agustin.
And this is going to add more problems for the side of Leyte because in Andrea's report, they're worried about the bigs. Tama naman kanina during the first half, dun talagang nanggaling yung scoring. But this time, to start the second half, it was Agustin and itong si Araneta who's scoring for MLO Basketball.
Oh, medyo na-excite dito si Zach Agustin and that pass was too high and too strong. And forced turnover para sa Parañaque. Nevertheless, 13-point lead para sa kanila. And as we mentioned kanina, no, they're keeping the latest squad at bay. Pero yun na nga, the luxury of Coach Mark Lopez para dito sa kanyang Parañaque squad to switch players and mix things up para sa kanila. But Leyte trying to figure out and panghawakan yung sinabi ni Coach Joel.
Itong MLO Basketball kasi despite the 3-0 record, I think they still want to get better. And they're looking for other combinations kaya pinag-mix ni Coach Mark yung kanyang lineup ngayon.
And keeping the ball possession. Etong si De Los Angeles gives it to another big. Well, that jumper won't go.
It's gonna be a miss on Dulfo and another stop para dito sa Leyte. But they're gonna need to score in this possession kasi medyo bumagal na uli yung kanilang opensa simula nung I think the last basket was Kurt Amaba.
Well, napatikit masyado dun si Araneta. Being called for his first foul. 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes has gone by in the third quarter. And 13 puntos ang inahabol dito ng Leyte. Trying to find that opening is the Leyte squad. Pardo to 55. Finds Sesma on the left corner. Pasok Conte, but Dulfo stopping that play. And Suwangko on the other hand. Kakapusin lang ng bahagya. Takbo dito ang latest Sure Homes JG Elite. Gran Caudilia with a grand re-entry.
What about Caudilia? Every time he enters the game, meron agad puntos eh. Instant production for you. But Araneta will answer on the other end. It was Dulfo to Araneta. It's the other way around. The
Yes.
big man assisting to the point guard.
But talking about itong si Gran Caudilia who's making really a great re-entry para dito sa Leyte. Almost a turnover for Leyte. Fajardo finds Sesma. Left corner 3. Comes up short. Oh, great steal by 55. This is Angelo Parin. Bounce pass to Rose, but makukuha yan ni Raindres. Quick hands. And Suwangko finally gets a fast break finish. But we will have a timeout on the floor coming from Leyte. Pero tingnan muna natin itong ating replay. Suwangko gets the fast break finish. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan.
Coach Joel Gragasi, the head coach of Leyte Sure Homes JG Elite. Seen on our screen as we go back in action. Halfway through the third quarter, Parañaque, Leyte, but Leyte finds a hole in the defense, and Gran Caudilia makes it happen once again.
Yeah, and once again, it's Gran Caudilia getting some buckets. I don't know how, but again, despite the maroon shirts around him, nakakuha pa rin siya ng basket. Pero ito si Raindres will get a mid-range jumper.
Yung mintis ni Araneta, sinecure naman ni Driz yung offensive rebound for that jumper as well. At ito, under 5 minutes remaining in the third. 10 seconds on the shot clock of Leyte. He pulls up for 3. Too strong.
Oh, that was way far ahead from the three-point line. That was all the way from Leyte.
All the way from Leyte, but this time, all the way from Parañaque. Ethan Suwangko knocking down a 3.
And finally, itong si Suwangko during the first half, he's been struggling to get a bucket. Pero ito, before that three-pointer, he was able to get a layup on the break. Pero this time, three-pointer naman from Suwangko.
Angelo pa rin. Oh, tried to go for that Euro. Pero si Dulfo nandun to stop the attack. Kaso nga lang, taking extra contact as we take a look at our replay. What about that quick turnaround, pull up for the three-pointer? Itong si Ethan Suwangko.
What about the confidence of Suwangko? He was trying to set it up. Kaya niya hinatak yun. Pero pagharap niya, walang depensa eh. So he took that shot already. He was able to knock down that three-pointer.
Might as well take his chance, but ito si Mark Cruz gets his first free throw in.
Nakakalito rin yung sidestep ni Mark Cruz kanina. Biruin mo, yung unang step niya, green yung sapatos. Pagka naging red eh.
Oh, another turnover. But this time, si Sander Dulfo naman na hindi makakahawak ng maayos doon sa bola.
So some turnovers piling up for MLO.
Si Araneta trailing behind Rose. Ready for the steal. Ito si John Vidal. Hefty player, left-handed floater won't go. Great steal by Raindres. Finds Araneta, forward pass, and the finish.
The ability of Raindres to to handle that ball despite the pressure. Yun yung pinaka-impressive sa akin eh. Kasi I'm happy to see the development of this guy dati. Dire-diretso lang to. Kasi nga, he's much bigger than his opponents. But this time, talagang yung skill level niya, kitang-kita mo na eh.
Nagkaroon ng adjustment sa
Oo.
kanyang position and play din. Pero ito, no more time left. Nakahanap nga siya ng ano, pero kung 26 seconds siguro, baka pumasok yun. Kaso 24 lang.
Konting-konti na lang sana. No?
Oo.
That was a missed opportunity para kay Parin.
That could have been another 2 points for Leyte. Pero ito, natatawagan ng foul dito si John Vidal. Too close. Sa kanyang dinidepensahan dito sa MLO Basketball. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and our score is 56-38.
Little mix up on the defense of Leighton. They're now in a 2-3 zone. We'll see kung ano magiging setup ng MLO. And that's it. Three-pointer to break that 2-3 zone.
Liam Mooney. That'll be his first 3 points here in this ball game. Vidal attempted that shot, but it will not go. Oh, they will lose the ball once again. So imagine having a lot of turnovers for MLO Basketball, but still you're up by 21 points.
No, with all those mistakes, all those turnovers, you're still up by a comfortable margin.
But of course, this is not something that they want to get used to.
Yeah.
Dahil paano kung close game ito, hindi nila pwedeng ma-afford. Hindi nila afford na magkaroon ng as much mistakes as this. But Gran Caudilla too deep on that attempt. John Vidal fakes it. But how about Dulfo? Ready for the defense.
Oh, but he's gonna be called for a foul. Itong si John Vidal will get a chance to get some points from the free throw line.
Pero ang natawagan ng foul doon, si De La Rosa pala. Safe dito si Sander Dulfo earlier when he blocked the offense of Leyte. Siya yung natawagan. So this time.
So the block was clean.
Pero yung, I think the contact came in first before the block. Kaya natawagan ito si De La Rosa. But John Vidal has missed the first free throw. Left-handed ito si John Vidal, but missed both. Dulfo to De La Rosa. Oh, how about the spin? He goes coast to coast. Yun nga lang. Or that coming from a forward pass of Dulfo. Yun nga lang. Too tight on the defense. But there will be a timeout from Parañaque. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang
1:44 remaining. 59-38 is our score. 21 puntos dito ang kalamangan ng Parañaque MLO Basketball. Dulfo from Driz now finds that left corner open but missed the shot para dito kay Panaligan. Kurt Amaba again absorbing or initiating the contact.
Well, coming off a timeout, itong MLO was trying to set up ang kanilang designated shooter. That was Panaligan, pero air ball dun sa attempt na yun. Pero itong si Kurt Amaba, again, I think he's begging for those contacts. Talagang every time he gets that ball, gusto niya may ibabangga muna.
Oo. What's amazing is hindi niya nawawala sa kanya yung hindi nawawala sa kanya yung ball possession. And he goes 1 out of 2. 20 puntos. 59-39. Still, MLO Basketball has the luxury here in this ball game. Pero yun na nga, no? If Leyte can bring back the action, that last minute action that they brought in the second quarter, this could turn things around.
Yeah. There might be a chance for them, no? But right now, they're down to a 2-3 zone. They're challenging itong outside shots ng MLO Basketball, but that time it was blocked by, was it Amaba who
Yeah.
blocked that shot by Mooney?
That was Amaba against Mooney. And now Kurt Amaba. Look at that, challenging Dulfo. He really wants it. Amaba against Panaligan. Burning a lot of time, however. Angelo pa rin, lines it up for three. And he puts it in. Oh, just a long two-pointer.
Oh, very unfortunate for Leyte. No, they were able to finally get a long shot, pero nakastep naman dun sa linya.
Oh, atrasahan na ng konti. Pasok pa rin sana yung kay pare. Pasok pa rin. Pero ito, another attempt. The jumper too strong coming from Drew Dulin. Takbo dito ang Parañaque. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, and how about that quick shot coming from Rain Driz?
And it's gonna be hard for Leyte to stop itong si Rain Driz kapag nakabuelo na siya ng ganun kalayo.
Rain Driz really making something happen for Parañaque. Oh, and another foul against Panaligan this time.
And they're in the penalty. So with 14 seconds left na lang din naman here in the third quarter, penalty na tong MLO Basketball. So after these free throws, babalik pa sa kanila yung bola. They will still have to they still have the chance to go for the last shot.
20 ang kanilang hinahabol dito. Make it 19, sabi ni Gran Caudilla. Well, Gran Caudilla is one of the guys for Leyte who is a good matchup sa lineup nitong MLO Basketball.
Oo. Pero itong si Gran Caudilla, he's been playing very well. Pero dami niya kasing kalaban sa MLO Basketball.
Exactly.
Papalit-palit
And
laban sa kanya.
sabay-sabay.
Oh.
Hindi isa-isa. And
Oo.
burning some time here is MLO Basketball. 5 seconds remaining. Cross pass to 32. Mooney post up for three. Won't go. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 61-43 is our score. Lamang pa rin dito ang Parañaque.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga na
Flash on our screen is Coach Mark Lopez, the head coach of Parañaque MLO Basketball, and we are entering the fourth and final quarter of this ball game. John Ocampo, kasama pa rin Renzo Navarro and Andrea Veloso. Antipolo Sports Hub is still our venue. And we are starting off with a huge lead of the MLO Basketball. Pero Gran Caudilla getting that early free throw.
Yeah, will be granted the 2 free throws after that effort. And this is the way you want to start if you're Leyte.
Gran Caudilla. Second free throw. Wala pa din. Pero sa kanila pa din ang bola. Great save by David. 8 seconds on their shot clock. Little bump. And just couldn't get the conversion against Dulfo. Itong si Rose. Immediately secured. Itong si Jordan De La Rosa.
Yeah, pero itong si Ruz, medyo pinilit niya yung pagkakataon na yun. Pero itong si Raindres, pagkatanggap niya ng bola, yung right foot niya nasa backcourt.
Yun lang. Kaya natawagan sila ng backward violation on that transition. 9 minutes, 19 seconds. Mahaba-haba pa ang oras natin in our final quarter. Leyte still has a chance, and with what they have shown by the end of the second quarter, yun ang kailangan nila ipakita dito sa final quarter.
Oo, for Parañaque, itong si Montemayor and si Liam Osorio is back in the game.
Bola muli ng Leyte. Kurt Amaba looking for that opening. Oh, Calix David attempted to get the contact but gets called for a traveling violation instead.
Oh, and that's very unfortunate para dito sa Leyte because I believe they had a great start. Mga turnover, mga force nila for Emlo, they were able to get offensive rebounds pero hindi sila masyadong makakonvert. Pero ito meron na naman isang turnover forced by Leyte against Emlo basketball.
Well, sabi nga natin, a lot of turnovers has been gathered by Parañaque Emlo basketball. But Gran Chaudilla goes for the long two-pointer, won't go. Sang nila pa rin ang bola. Kurt Amaba steps back, pulls up for three, won't go. Calix David loses the ball against Mooney. Now panaligan, takbo siya dito. For Emlo basketball. Osorio lines it up for three, misses.
Yes, they're scoreless in this fourth quarter. Itong Emlo basketball.
Almost 2 minutes has gone by. They're still yet to find a basket para dito sa Emlo basketball. But Kurt Amaba missed another shot. Oh! Osorio went for that high drive. Pero napigilan siya dyan. Although there was a foul against Casanyada. As we take a look at this replay. This is a forward pass and Osorio already realized na meron magiging contact on that play. Osorio will shoot for two.
Yeah, Osorio is back on the line. Definitely one guy who needs to be aggressive again para dito sa Emlo basketball.
2 minutes ang nakalipas dito sa ating fourth quarter. Pero 61-43 ang ating score partner. Yun na nga. Osorio getting the much needed point for Parañaque. Now Leyte has another chance to inch a bit closer.
Yeah, 19-point lead para dito sa Emlo basketball. But here comes Kurt Amaba. Nagulat tayo dun sa decision na yun, ha?
Oo. Could have gotten straight to the basket pero decides to be unselfish in that pass. Pero Gatpandan missed that shot. And on the other end, hindi siya magmimintis dyan. Panaligan underneath.
Oh, another points coming from that fast break opportunity para dito sa Emlo basketball. And they're really good when they're running. At talking about itong Emlo basketball.
Oh, naging pasa pa yun kay Mooney. Calix David missed that shot big time. Osorio expected a contact. Almost loses the ball. Yun na nga. They will lose the ball possession.
Itong si Kurt Amaba anticipating that move by Osorio very well. He was there to deflect that pass. And itong si Osorio wanted Montemayor to dive to the basket pero hindi sila nakaintindihan.
Yeah. Wala pa sa pwesto si Montemayor when Osorio passed that ball. Oh, we got Orion pa rin. Back in action. Gives it to Ruz. Finds that opening. Hindi nga makakuha yung conversion. Battling it out for the ball possession is Aaron Tunog against a bigger guy, si Montemayor. Pero Leyte will retain the ball possession.
Yeah, and, a lot of guys from Leyte who did some damage during the first half. Medyo nanahimik ngayon, no? Medyo naging... They've gone cold offensively.
Pero ito, turnover na naman para sa panig naman ng Leyte this time. That was a missed opportunity again. Pero ngayon nga, no, fourth quarter natin and mabilis na lumilipas yung oras. Leyte should realize that the time is no longer on their side. Wala nang oras para magmintis. Pero ito si Osorio, hindi magmimintis on that attack.
Yeah, I was about to say na medyo bumagal din yung opensa nitong Parañaque. But they're the ones in the big lead. So hindi yan kayang hayaan ng Leyte na maging ganun lang kabagal yung game.
Oh, he was way too deep. Almost getting it in para dito kay Casañada. But the follow-up is good. Talking about this guy, 44, Mark Ruz.
Oh, and finally, itong si Ruz will get a basket down. Oh, he's been trying. You gotta love the effort of that guy, pero hindi siya nagiging effective the past few plays. Here comes Osorio getting another basket on the break.
That transition was too quick. Hawak ng white ball, ng white shirts kanina. And then Osorio running on the other side.
Oh, pero I think Osorio is feeling something on his foot. Maybe he was limping, going down the floor.
Down is Castañeda, but Tiongsil with good sportsmanship. Ayun, doon pala nangyari. As we take a look at this replay, immediately takes it away itong si Liam Osorio and a conversion on the other end. Bola muli ng Leyte. Oh, and how about that shot? Aaron Tulog finally knocking down a three-pointer.
That's a big shot para dito kay Tunog and badly needed para dito sa Leyte.
Osorio was really showing up with his handles. Yun nga lang. Mabibitaw niya ang bola and another turnover committed by Parañaque with under 5 minutes remaining.
A little too much there for Osorio. A lot of dribble moves, took a little bit of time.
Aaron Tunog lines it up. Left corner three. Too strong. Oh. That was a good stop. Nangyari lang na napaapak sa baseline itong si Orion pa rin. Mananatili sa Parañaque ang bola.
So chance for Parañaque to extend the lead. This is a 20-point lead for them. With 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, meron silang 17 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. So a lot of time for them to get a basket here to extend the lead.
Quick steal para dito sa Leyte. Oh, and Casañada wanted that contact on the break. Makakakuha siya dyan ng 2 free throws.
Actually, lahat ng players from Leyte, no, hindi sila natatakot sa contact. Mas maliit sila dito compared to MLO basketball, pero talagang hindi sila natatakot sa contact. And itong si Alfred Garcia, you were pointing at him.
Oh, Alfred Garcia, good to see him back dito sa ating fourth quarter. And this is a good sign na na-shake off niya na.
Yeah.
Finally, kung ano man yun. And sabi nga natin, hopefully it's nothing serious. So, let's see yung kanyang magiging performance dito sa remaining 4 minutes and 29 seconds in the fourth quarter.
But we still have to take a closer look on the situation. Kasi sa ulo yun. So, hindi mo yan agad pwedeng i-clear basta-basta. But good thing for Garcia, he's back in the game. So, initially, okay naman yung naging resulta sa kanya.
And especially, he's a big guy of Leyte. So, expected that he will go up against the big guys of Parañaque.
Oo, and talagang physical to.
Traveling violation. Taking too many steps. I see here number 12, itong si Marcus Lucido back in action for MLO basketball. And yeah, with the big stretch for Parañaque, with a little time left in this ball game, Coach Mark Lopez decided to let the other players play with the remaining time.
To get some reps. And again, lagi natin sinasabi to, yung third unit, yung second unit, kakailanganan yan deep in the season.
Yes.
Kasi kapag yung mga nasa playoffs ka na, yung mga knockout games na, paghahanda na yung first unit mo eh. You'll be needing the support group. And,
Very,
and that's where the second and third unit comes in.
Yes, and very important nga na marami kang options. Pero ito, Garcia was not able to pass that properly to Dulin. Losing that ball possession and turns it over to Parañaque. Tiongson against Orion Parin. Oh, loses the ball. Active hands by the white shirts. Takbo dito ang Leyte. This is John Onde. So new players as well for Leyte. This is their chance to play. Garcia powering through against Lucido, and he will get 2 free throws.
Yeah, and ito si Alfred Garcia, he seem fine.
Yeah. Initiating contact.
Yeah.
Also we got Batak. Liam Batak for Parañaque. Yeah, we got a lot of Liams para dito sa Parañaque. Pero ito si Alfred Garcia just missed the first free throw. He was not able to get 2 free throws para dito kay Garcia. 3:13 remaining. Battling for ball possession. And a jump ball call para dito kay Tiongson and dito kay Aaron Tunog.
No, you still gotta love the energy of both teams, not giving up, not stopping anytime soon. With 3 minutes left, this is a 19-point lead for MLO basketball. Pero again, itong late, hindi pa rin sila sumusuko, and this is the right thing to do.
Bola ng Parañaque and Tiongson. Tristan Tiongson will inbound. As expected, yung braso na de Los Angeles na nakahook sa body ng kanyang defender is eventually will get called for an offensive foul.
It's called the chicken wing. Yun ang tawag dun sa offensive foul na yan.
Napa-only wings kaso tinola. Pero ito, si Aaron Tunog attempted that shot and nakakuha siya ng foul. And we are at a penalty situation para dito sa Parañaque. And this is something that Leyte can capitalize on with under 3 minutes remaining. But Aaron just missed on that shot.
Well, I was about to say that anything can still happen with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. But yung mintis ni Tunog na yun on the first free throw wouldn't help their case.
Oh,
Lalo na
misses
itong
both.
pangalawa.
Yeah. Lucido against Tunog. Forward pass to De Los Angeles. Quickly fires itong si Tiongson but just misses. Orion pa rin. Triple teamed on that corner. He has to give it off to Alfred Garcia. Bola ng Leyte but that was unfortunate dahil magkakaroon na naman sila ng turnover dyan.
Yeah, and you love the body language of MLO basketball still. Hustling for those loose balls. Talagang pressure pa rin sila despite the huge lead that they have.
Oh, De Los Angeles, he got a clear shot. Kaso biglang pumasok si Orion pa rin to get that stop. Ito, bola na naman. Bola pa rin ng Leyte, o ng Parañaque rather. That was a great fake. Hindi nga lang magkakaroon ng conversion para kay De Los Angeles. Oh, the jumper is in for this guy, Drew Dulin.
That was smooth mid-range jumper para dito kay Drew Dulin off that assist by Alfred Garcia.
Final 2 minutes of this ball game, 68-51. 17 points ang kalamangan ng Parañaque and patuloy na nagkakaroon ng turnover on both teams.
Yeah, but with 1 minute and 48 remaining, 17 points. I mean, anything can happen in basketball, pero medyo malayo-layo na to with the time remaining.
Well, yes, sabi nga natin, unless kasama yung si Pitong, medyo challenging itong 17-point deficit ng Leyte. A minute and 34 remaining in this ball game. And with the action that we're seeing, kahit pa paano, nagkakaroon tayo ng prediction dito on how this will go. Pero sabi nga natin, ano, anything can happen. Sometimes we say na medyo nagbabagal sila, but then magkakaroon ng burst of attack.
Oo, especially with the situation there in the penalty already, talking about MLO basketball. Pero the struggle continues and that free throw line para dito sa Leyte. Would have been a different story if they were able to convert more free throws.
Well, there were a lot of free throws given para sa earned rather. Pero ito, sa kanila pa rin ng bola. Nakakakuha sila ng foul dyan. Will there be a free throw? Yes, kasi nga naman they're at a penalty. Itong Parañaque and then capitalizing on that is Leyte. Yun, finally, Aaron Tunog gets the first free throw in. Oh, and an offensive foul called against Alfred Garcia. And he's going against, going after Liam Batak.
Yeah, this is unnecessary.
Some exchange of words, but our referee stays in the middle.
Well, even before that call, meron ng konting tamaan eh. But I don't think there was anything intentional before that. Pero itong si Garcia didn't like the contact, kaya bumawi siya doon.
But I'm not sure what triggered itong si Alfred Garcia. I'm not sure if it's the pressure of entering late about what happened earlier. Pero 66-53 ang ating score and 68 rather. 53-15 puntos and this is not what he wants to do here in this ball game. Talking about this guy Garcia.
Again, this is unnecessary. We're just waiting for the final score right here. With 1 minute and 27 remaining.
And cooler heads prevail. And the ball will go to the side of Parañaque. That was his first foul ni Alfred Garcia.
But even before it happened, parang sinasabi na rin ni Coach Mark doon sa referees to take a look at Garcia. Kasi nga meron ng mga nangyayari before that.
Yeah. Kaya din si Batak yun nandun sa pwesto na yun kanina. And our referee is already taking a closer look bago pa yung contact na yun ito. Tunog, pressuring itong si Finnegan Martinez. Forcing that 8-second violation. And that's what we want to see. Yung effort tuloy-tuloy. 1:18 remaining tayo. So there will be a timeout on the side of Leyte. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior and PBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba.
68-53 is our score. A minute and 18 remaining in the fourth quarter. But partner, ano? With this little time left, 78 seconds. Nagkaroon pa tayo ng konting mainit na moment between Garcia and Batak. But right now, he will be seated. I'm not sure if it's the remaining minutes of this ball game or seconds of this ball game to cool off. Pero balik dito si Sesma. Just missing that shot. De Los Angeles on the rush. Big guy nagbaba ng bola. wanted to go coast to coast and makakakuha siya dyan ng foul.
And this is another big guy for MLO basketball who can handle the ball really well. All smiles.
All smiles. De Los Angeles gets the first free throw. And hanggang ngayon, nakangiti ito si ating good referee. Mabilis ang binitawan ni De Los Angeles and immediately moved on after that miss. 1 out of 2. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Bola dito ng Leyte. Down by 16. Aaron Tunog miss a shot. Sesma, offensive rebound. Could it find an opening? Kicks it out to Doolin. Fires for 3 and he gets it in.
And finally, itong si Doolin.
But that was just long two-pointer, partner.
Oh, I think it's his shooting mechanics. Before he released that ball, nagsistep pa siya ng isa pa forward. Kaya I think that was the second time already.
Yeah, I was about to ask if it was the same guy.
Yeah.
He did that earlier. Pero ito si Martinez na naman balik sa linya. That was the first one. 69-56 ang ating score. Martinez, second free throw. He gets 2 free throws in. Ito na ang Leyte with 28 seconds remaining. Down to our final seconds here in this ball game. 10 seconds to shoot. Aaron Tunog right on call. Clean three-pointer.
Yeah, just trimming the lead down to 11. Pero merong sagot on the other end. That was Liam Batak. One of the Liams. One of the 3 Liams of MLO basketball.
But that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Parañaque MLO basketball in the 14th in the under division. Bagging the victory, continuing their streak, improving their record to 4-0. What a dominant performance here by the MLO basketball squad.
Yeah, and that was a great game by MLO basketball. Starting off really strong. Tapos talagang nag-establish lang sila ng malaking lead. Even let their second and third unit play the rest of the game. But yeah, still manages to secure the win.
And of course, in a short while, kikilalanan natin kung sino nang ibabaw para dito sa Parañaque MLO basketball. And of course, other 2 awardees from Don Benitos and Milo, of course. 13-point lead ang kanilang kinatapusan dito kontra Leyte Shore Homes JG Elite, Parañaque MLO basketball. With our first awardee, Don Benitos Defensive Player of the Game. Coming from Leyte Shore Homes is Gran Lawrence Caudillo with 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. Also, we have our Milo assist champ of the game. From the Parañaque MLO basketball naman, we got number 10, Jordan De La Rosa with 7 assists. And right now, kasama ni Andrea, ang ating Chef's Magic Player of the Game. Go ahead, Andrea.
Finishing with 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, our best player of the game. One of the Liams, Liam Osorio of MLO Basketball 14 under. Congratulations, Liam. A dominant win once again, no? At ano ba yung pinakagumana ngayong araw considering na wala yung iba yung teammates as well yung main point guard nyo na si Demate?
Sabi po ni Coach, yung mga guard po namin, mag-play up na lang po kasi wala po si Demate.
Liam, no, kahit up until the last buzzer, wala talagang relaxation. Kayo, no, talagang ongoing lang yung energy nyo. Ano ba yung laging sinasabi ni Coach Mark para ma-maintain nyo yung no complacency mindset na yun?
Sabi po ni Coach Mark, kapag nag-relax po kami, magkakakumpiyansa po yung kalaban. Yun lang.
Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan, no? Ba't yan, Liam?
Una po, pasalamat kay God na manalo po kami sa laro na to. At salamat po sa mga sumuporta sa akin sa MLO Fam. At maraming salamat sa mga sponsors po namin na Sima, Chef's Magic. At salamat din po sa pamilya ko. At maraming salamat sa mga sumuporta po sa akin. At special mention lang po kay Michiko. Ay may ano pala po, ay Georgia.
Congratulations, Liam, and of course to the 14 under MLO basketball. Catalan.
Congratulations once again, Parañaque MLO Basketball 14 and under. Coming up next is the 16 and under Leyte kontra Parañaque pa rin.
Liga ng